Help me. I'm really scared. Jerry collapsed. I tried calling his name, but he's not responding to me. I think he might be dead. I also tried calling Mom, but she's not picking up. What should I do? Dad, I know you're really busy with work and all, but can you come home and help me out, please?
Steph, I need you to calm down. Everything's gonna be alright. Don't worry, sweetie. Daddy's here for you. Just explain the situation to me slowly, one by one. First of all, who's Jerry? And what is he doing in our house?
Jerry is Mom's new boyfriend. She told me that he will be my new stepdad. Mom said that we'll be living with Jerry as a new family since you and Mom are already divorced. She also told me that you abandoned us because you're living with another woman, and that's why you don't even bother visiting me anymore. I'm actually not even supposed to contact you. Mom's orders.
Did your mom really say all that? I can't believe this. So that's why you haven't been answering any of my calls or responding to my texts. I'm sorry, Steph. This entire mess is a huge misunderstanding. I'll explain everything to you later. But for now, I'll call 911. The ambulance should be arriving at the house soon. Since I'm far away at the moment, I'll ask for my best friend Tim to go to your house. If there's anything you need, he'll take care of you. He says that he'll be there shortly, so don't worry and just sit tight. Alright, Steph? I know you're feeling scared, but I need you to be a big girl. Can you do that for me?
Yeah, Dad, I will. Thanks so much for your help. Hey, Dad, I just want to ask you one thing. Did you really abandon Mom and me? Are you gonna marry your new girlfriend, have kids, and start a new family with her? Are you never gonna come see me again? Am I no longer your daughter, Dad?
Oh, darling, none of that is true. I have never abandoned you, and I never will. How can a father abandon his own child? You are the pride and joy of my life, Steph. I hope you never forget that. Don't worry about a thing. Just wait patiently for Tim to arrive. He should be there in a few minutes. In the meantime, Daddy will book the earliest flight back home. I'm looking for tickets right now. I'll try get to you as soon as I can.
Really? Oh, thank goodness. Thanks, Dad, for not abandoning me. Honestly, I've been really scared for a while. I had a pretty rough time while you were away in Jakarta.
Why? What's the matter, Angel?
Mom doesn't come home often. She says that it's because she's so busy with work. She doesn't cook anything for me, so most of the time there's no food at home. That's why I'm often hungry. Also, Mom doesn't really do the laundry anymore, so my clothes are always dirty. The kids at school often make fun of me. They ask me why I don't shower, or why my clothes are always so smelly. When I ask Mom about it, she tells me it's all Daddy's fault. It's because you never give us money to spend on the important things. She said that if I had a problem with our current living situation, that I should blame it on you.
Did your mom really say all of that to you? I don't believe this.
Also, Mom only pretends to act nicely in front of me when Jerry's at home, but when her boyfriend's not around, Mom treats me like an unwanted piece of trash. She would curse and yell at me almost every day. Often, she would tell me that I'm just a dead weight. I don't know why Mom hates me so much.
What? I can't believe what I'm hearing. Steph, are you really being serious? What's your mom doing right now? Where is she?
She went out to buy some cake for her friend. It's his birthday tomorrow.
Okay, got it. Steph, I'm gonna try calling your mom. Alright, sweetheart? Just wait a bit.
Okay, Dad. Are you really coming to see me? Do you promise?
Yep, I just booked a ticket, so I should be arriving home by this evening. I'll be able to see you then.
Really? Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see you tonight. Thank you so much, Daddy.
You don't have to thank me. That's what dads do. Of course, I've missed you so much, sweetheart. I wanted to see you for the longest time. Don't worry about a thing, Steph. From now on, I promise not to let you starve. Daddy will make sure to fix all the problems at home.
Really? I'm so glad. Thanks, Dad. I love you.
My name is Todd, and I'm 40 years old. My precious daughter, Steph, means the world to me. She'll be turning 10 later this year. Last year, I was appointed to an overseas job post in Jakarta by my company. I've been working there ever since. Because it was a long-term stay, I wanted to bring my wife and my daughter with me. My wife, on the other hand, didn't want to leave the US. I didn't want to force them to adapt to an unknown country where the language, culture, and social expectations were different from what we're used to. So I agreed to let my wife and daughter stay at home. At least they would be in a familiar environment, surrounded by friends and family. Since the general cost of living in Indonesia was lower than back at home, I didn't have to spend much on daily necessities. As for the remainder of my salary, I created a joint checking account with my wife. I made sure to regularly deposit enough cash for my family to live off of. Or so I thought. I was shocked to hear that my wife didn't have enough money to buy food or clothes for our daughter. But when I heard about a new stepdad, I felt like my world had completely fallen apart. And to think that the man who is now Steph's stepdad has collapsed inside my home, I was at a complete loss for words. But I had to do something. I quickly pulled myself together and asked my best friend Tim to go on over to my house to check on my daughter. As for me, I took the earliest flight back home. I was due to arrive later that evening.
Honey, what is going on? Have you finally returned home from Jakarta? Why didn't you tell me you were coming home? You should have at least given me a heads up. By the way, I noticed that you had changed the lock on our front door. What's up with that? Are you trying to play games with me, Todd?
That's exactly what I wanted to ask you, Jackie. Are you messing with me? For the past year, I've been working my butt off in a foreign country to earn money for the family. And what have you been doing behind my back? I heard that you neglected our daughter, treating her with disdain and depriving her of love and care. On top of that, you were cheating on me with another guy. What did you do with all the money I sent you? Did you splurge it on yourself? On your new boyfriend? How could you let your own daughter starve? Do you not see how bare-boned she's become? How can you call yourself her mother?
Stop talking so big, Todd. Do you really think that the money you sent us was sufficient? It wasn't even enough to get by. You've always given me the bare minimum, but every time you manage to exaggerate how much financial support you've given to your family. Trying to make yourself look more impressive to other people, huh? You really haven't changed at all, then and now. But Jerry's completely different. He runs his own small business and earns a 6-figure salary. He gives me everything I want and need, emotionally and financially. Jerry accepts me for who I am, even though I'm a married woman with a daughter. He's also been kind to Steph, even though she's not his biological daughter. While you were away in Indonesia, Jerry was always the first person to rush over to our house whenever we were in trouble. He helped fix our broken air conditioning unit when it was sweltering 100 degrees outside during the summer. He was the one who called 911 when a burglar broke into our house in the middle of the evening. That's why I respect and admire Jerry. He's 10 times more reliable and trustworthy than you'll ever be, Todd. I'm sure Steph feels the same way about him.
You are sure bold for someone who has committed adultery right before her daughter's eyes. Don't you feel ashamed at all? Or feel sorry towards Steph? When our daughter grows older, she'll become resentful to you for what you've done. Are you prepared for that, Jackie?
It looks like you care about Steph way more than me. Why don't you just take her and raise her yourself? I never wanted that child. She's such a spoiled brat. I can't stand her. I don't have any affection toward that girl. It would be so much better if she just disappeared from my life.
How could you be so cruel? How can you say such a horrid thing about your own daughter, your own flesh and blood? Don't you feel bad for Steph at all? This is how she's being treated by her own birth mother.
I never had any intention of having kids to begin with. That's why I've secretly been taking birth control for the first 2 years of our marriage. Unfortunately, I ended up getting pregnant anyway. I was only planning on living with you for the time being until a better, wealthier man came into my life. And because I suddenly got pregnant with that child, I got trapped into this hell of a marriage for 10 whole years. All this time, I've been discouraged because I thought there was no way out. I wanted my freedom. I wanted my Prince Charming to come rescue me from this loveless marriage. Fortunately, my prayers were finally answered when Jerry came into my life, a handsome, wealthy CEO. I feel like we were fated to be with one another. Jerry appeared at the perfect time, right when I needed him most.
You were on birth control the entire time? Without my knowledge? Since you've had such a hard time conceiving a child, I took extra care not to pressure you to go see a gynecologist. I tried my best to be considerate of your emotions as possible, but for what? Only to be stabbed in the back by my own wife? God, I feel dumb and naive for trusting you. I should have known better. So what do you want to do? Are you looking to get a divorce from me so that you can go and live with your wealthy boyfriend?
Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Todd, let's get divorced. I am through with this marriage. Jerry already proposed to me. He promised to make me the happiest woman in the world. When that day comes, I'll be embarking on a new life, living freely in wealth and luxury. The best part is, I won't have to worry about raising a kid anymore. Hurrah! Listen, Todd, I'll make you a deal. I'll give you full custody of your precious daughter, Steph. You can raise her however you like. And you give me a quick, painless divorce. How does that sound? Raising a child has been such a pain. If I really wanted kids later on, I can have more after I remarry. But I found out the hard way that it's not worth it to be trapped in a stressful marriage all because of a child, and to deal with a nagging mother-in-law on top of that. Ugh.
Jackie, you do realize if we get divorced, you will bear the blame for ending the marriage. Which means that you'll have to pay me alimony. Do you understand that?
What do you think I am? A clueless idiot? Money is not an issue, Todd. I can ask my boyfriend for as much as I need, so no need to worry about that. Just agree to the divorce and we'll both be on our way.
I wonder if that guy is actually crazy enough to pay for your alimony and marry a cheating wife like you.
What the hell do you mean?
Well, you were cheating while you were still married to me. Why? Did you lie to your boyfriend and tell him that you're already divorced?
How did you find out about that?
Last night, I went to the hospital where Jerry was being treated. He told me the whole story of your relationship with him, including how it all began. Apparently, you told him that I cheated on you with another woman. He thought that you were a divorcee who was going through a hard time raising a child on her own. Jerry didn't suspect anything because he believed in you and your lies. He was just as gullible as I had been. He knew that you wanted to live like a queen in a luxurious mansion, and he wanted to make your dream come true. That's why he dedicated himself to his business day and night until one day he collapsed from overexhaustion.
Is that why Jerry refused to see me when I visited him in the hospital the other day? Are you telling me that he trusts you, someone he just met, over the woman he's known for a year? I just don't get it. Why would he do something like that?
Probably because I saved his life. If I hadn't called the ambulance, his life could have been in danger. Jerry thanked me numerous times for saving his life. He also apologized to me profusely. He had no idea that he was dating a married woman. He said over and over again that he was sorry for inadvertently ruining our marriage. Jerry offered to pay for the alimony, even though it wasn't necessary for him to do so. And most importantly, he promised to never see you again. Ever.
Are you being serious, Todd? Is everything you said really true? What am I supposed to do from now on? How am I supposed to live? I agreed to date that guy even though he's 10 years older than me. I took pity on him because his entire family has a history of cancer. And now he's refusing to see me? What a shameless, despicable guy he is. Doesn't it upset you at all, Todd, to see your own wife being disgraced like this?
Were you planning on getting remarried with the hope that your new husband would die early from cancer? Jerry was completely deceived by your lies. Your plan had been completely and meticulously thought out and executed, with no room for doubt or skepticism. You're a real cunning woman, Jackie, a truly dangerous and evil character. Oh, I am such an idiot for not realizing what a shallow and materialistic person you are. From now on, I'm going to cut you out of my life. You're nothing but a filthy piece of human trash. I'm going to raise Steph on my own, and the two of us are going to live happily without you. So just make sure to pay the alimony on time, all right?
No, I'm not getting a divorce. Not yet, anyway. I haven't found my next Prince Charming yet. If I get a divorce now, how am I supposed to support myself?
Was I really a fool all this time for believing in all the shameless nonsense that you've been spewing around? If we can't agree to a divorce by mutual consent, I'll hire a lawyer and file a lawsuit against you. Just a heads up. Soon afterwards, I was able to get a divorce from my ex-wife. I also received full custody of my daughter, Steph. My ex-wife tried to take back custody of my daughter in order to extort child support from me. But there was no way the court would grant custody to a woman who was caught committing adultery, not to mention neglecting and abusing her child. After speaking with the boss at my company, I was able to get transferred back to the US to be closer to my daughter. Despite my pathetic culinary skills, Steph would often say that my cooking is the best. Her personal favorite is scrambled eggs for breakfast. The other day, I burned some Eggo waffles by accident. Without any complaint, Steph took a butter knife and scraped off the burnt edges. Sometimes I feel like my daughter acts quite mature for her age. I love seeing the joy on Steph's face whenever I give her a present for her birthday or for a holiday like Christmas. My daughter has an incredible gift for being able to appreciate even the smallest things in life. Seeing her big, bright smile light up the room, I'm moved to tears. Partially because of happiness, but also because of the experiences that she had to endure while living with my ex-wife. But I realize that we can't dwell in the past forever. My daughter and I have decided that it's best to forget about her mother and move on with our lives. So now, we have completely erased Jackie from our memories. I'll continue to do my best to create more happy memories with my daughter. I'm sure there will be plenty more good days to come. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.
Hey, really can't wait to see you for Thanksgiving this year. I feel like it's been super long since we've seen each other. I really can't wait to catch up.
Oh, sorry. I didn't tell you sooner, but actually, I won't be coming this year.
What? Why not? You haven't been coming to any family functions lately. I know your life is probably busy, but you need to make time for your family too.
It's not like I don't want to go. I just can't go, unfortunately. Maybe I can make it for Christmas. No promises, though.
What is it that's so important that you're missing yet another family get-together?
Matt actually decided that he wanted to have his friends over for Thanksgiving this year. Almost all of his friends are single and have nowhere to go for Thanksgiving. Matt thought it would be a good idea to have everyone celebrate by coming over to our house.
Why does it have to be your house, and why does that mean you can't come to our Thanksgiving? If he can't come here, that's his issue. That doesn't mean you have to miss it too, though.
Because he needs help hosting. His words, not mine. I tried to reason with him, but he just wouldn't listen to me. He wanted me to stay because I'm much better in the kitchen than him. Plus, one of his friends is actually married, and his wife's family live out of the country, and she wants to come along, and Matt said she'd be uncomfortable if she were the only woman that came.
I gotta say, Holly, it's a pretty lame excuse. Especially since you haven't shown your face at all lately. You know Grandma is 97, right? I hate to be morbid, but this could be her last Thanksgiving with the whole family. Do you really want to miss seeing her just to play host for a party you don't even want to attend?
I know that, but I already said yes and I can't back out now.
This is really messed up. Even putting aside this is a dumb reason not to see your family, I really wanted to see you again. I miss you. When was the last time we even hung out? I miss the times we were spending a lot of time with each other. Now that I think about it, ever since you've gotten married, I don't think you've come around once. What is up with that?
I didn't know. I guess there's just always something that comes up.
You expect me to buy that? How does something suddenly come up for days that are already decided in advance, like birthdays and holidays? Doesn't Matt feel bad at all about you never seeing your family anymore? He should be more proactive in seeing us too, now that he's part of the family.
I'm sure he feels bad and wants to come around more. He's just got a lot going on.
I'm going to be straight up with you. I get the vibe that he doesn't like any of us. Like, at all. I've gotten that impression ever since you and him started dating. He's always been super distant and sat in the corner by himself when he was around. What's his deal? Does he just not like us or something?
No, it's not like that. I think that's just his character. He's not good around big groups of people. You've been fine when it's just the three of us, right? I remember you guys used to text a little bit like you were friends.
Yeah, but that was super short-lived. Ever since then, I haven't heard much from him. Maybe I'm wrong, but what I'm feeling isn't just because I want to dislike him or anything. Just saying, people are really starting to notice you haven't been coming around. You shouldn't be neglecting your family like this.
I know, you're right. I'm really sorry about this time, and I'll make sure to come for the next time everyone gets together.
I hope so. You know I love you and I'll always be here for you. If you ever need to talk about anything, I'm all ears.
Thank you, sis. I really appreciate that. I promise I'll be there for Christmas.
I'll hold you to that.
What are you doing now? Are you busy?
No, I'm just having a break. Why?
What do you think of this? Have a good look.
Are you going to Miami? That is so cool. I really want to go there on vacation too. You're lucky you kept your promise and showed up for Christmas. Otherwise, I would be going crazy that you're too busy to see us, but you have time to go on vacation. Oh, I haven't been on vacation in so long, and I'd really love to go.
We haven't been away for a while, so we're going to go down there and enjoy ourselves. I really can't wait to go. It's going to be so much fun.
Wow, you're going there on vacation? You're so lucky.
Yeah, me and Matt are going for a short trip. It's going to be so nice to relax on the beach and enjoy the sun.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I wish I was going. Can't you take me too?
If you have the time and money, then you can come too. I don't have a problem with it, and I don't think Matt will either. If you want to, then that would really be nice. It would be so fun to go on vacation with you too.
Do you think that he'd be okay with that? Do you think he'd want me there too? Don't you think it would ruin the romance of the whole vacation? I thought couples would want to be together when they go away.
Well, I think it's fine. I don't have an issue with it, and I don't think he will either. Have you been to Miami before?
I've never been, and I don't think I could go now. I don't really have the time. I'd love to go next time, though. That would be really fun. I'd love to go with you if it's possible. It's a long way as well.
It is a long way. If you can't come this time, then I understand. Maybe you could come next time we go. Is there anything you want me to get for you? I can buy you a present when I'm there.
I don't think there's anything I need. I really can't think of anything.
Really? Nothing that you need? That's a pity. I'd love to get you something. If you think of something, then tell me what it is and I'll get it for you while I'm away.
Okay, if you really want to get something for me, then I'll have to have a good think. I might think of something useful you could get me. Why don't you just buy me some chocolate? I really love chocolate. They might sell some unique brands down there in Miami, so just get me what you find.
Is that it? Don't you want something more expensive than that? You don't have to ask for something cheap. I can spend a bit more.
No, really. I love a little gift like that. If you really want to spend more money, then you can buy me a big bar. But I'm happy with something small. That would be great.
I'll buy you a whole box. I know you'll like that.
If you really want to, then please do.
It's going to be such a fun time. Although Matt's still kind of recovering, I think we're still going to have a great trip.
Recovering? What is he recovering from?
Oh, I guess I didn't tell you. Matt got into a car accident not too long ago.
Oh my gosh, is he okay? I had no idea. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Yeah, it's nothing too serious. He just has some bumps and sore muscles. It sounds like the other guy ran the red light and smashed right into him. It's crazy how some people can be so careless.
Yeah, people run red lights like it's not a big deal. I always look both ways, even if the light is green.
We're actually going to sue the guy for the damage to the car and for injuring Matt. We already talked to a lawyer and he said it's pretty much an open and shut case.
Really? That's great. Well, not great that he was in an accident. I mean, it's great that at least you could get some compensation for it.
Yep. Unfortunately, money won't make his body heal faster, though. Better than having to eat the cost of repairing the car, though.
Well, I hope he's okay and he gets back to feeling better soon.
Thanks. I'm sure he'll be fine. That is, until the next one.
Why would you say that? It sounds like you're already predicting he's going to be in another accident.
Well, I mean, this is his second one already this year. I think he's been in a total of 5 or 6 ever since we've gotten married. They're never his fault, though, so it's really just bad luck.
Every time it's either someone running a light or someone texting and driving. They always smash into him. Wow, I had no idea. He's like a magnet for car accidents. That's really weird. Yeah, and every time he gets hit, we always sue them and win. Really weird way of making money. It's almost like he's getting into accidents on purpose. Oh, don't say that. I'm sure he doesn't want to get into car crashes. Yeah, you're right, I guess. Anyway, maybe you can rethink coming with us? We'll see. Just be careful not to get in the car with Matt. There's a good chance you'll get into an accident with him. I'll be careful.
Hey there.
Hi, Matt. How are you?
I heard that you're not coming with us to Miami. Is that true?
I thought it would be best to let you two go away on your own. I didn't want to get in the way of you two on your vacation. Maybe next time I'll come with you, but this time I'm going to give it a pass.
Do you really have to be like this?
What do you mean? Did I do something wrong?
Holly told me that she wanted to go on the vacation with you. So I told her to go and ask you if you wanted to come, and then you said no. A bit of a shame, really. I was really hoping you would say yes. It would really make Holly happy.
Oh, is that what happened? I didn't even realize that.
Yes, she really wants you to come with us.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, I think it has to do something with me being in so many car accidents. I know that I'm not supposed to be a racing driver. I wasn't born to do that.
Did she say that to you?
No, I saw from the conversation that you had with her. I got her phone and I saw the messages you sent. You said that. Don't worry, maybe you're right. I'm not really cut out to be a good driver.
Oh, do you look at her phone a lot? I guess you know everything that's going on.
I don't look at her phone all the time, just on occasions, and on this occasion, I happened to see what you wrote. It made me a little bit angry. I don't know why you said that about me. I had a car crash and you were not helping the situation.
I'm really sorry about that. I'll be more careful about what I say in the future.
It's too late to say sorry now. I'm just happy that we're not going on vacation together. That would be a real pain if we did. I don't want to spend any more time with you than I have to.
It just so happens that I have no intention of going on the vacation anyway, so you can be happy about that.
Also, is there anything else you want us to get for you when you're away? If you want something, then please say so now. I don't want you complaining when we get back.
I'm okay, thanks. Thank you for thinking about me.
Don't mention it.
Are you going tomorrow?
Yes, we set off tomorrow. I can't wait. It is gonna be great.
I'm sure it will be. I'll have to go to Miami sometime and check the place out. I'm sure it's a really great place to go on vacation. Have a look at this. What do you think? Really nice, hey? We're going to have an even better time driving around in this car. It's nice to travel in luxury. You're going to be driving that around Miami? Cool. That's right. Great, isn't it? I can't wait to get the roof down and enjoy the evening air. Isn't it going to be a little bit expensive? I bet it cost a lot of money. It did, but it's one of our first vacations together as a couple, so it's not a bad thing to spend a bit of money. Good idea. Please be careful when you're driving around. You won't be familiar with the road, so it might be a little bit more dangerous than usual. We don't want any accidents to happen. Don't you worry. Matt is going to drive very carefully. I know he can do it this time. Matt is going to be driving? Really? That doesn't fill me with confidence. He seems to get involved in a lot of accidents. Let's just hope something bad doesn't happen again. Don't worry, it'll be fine. The roads are not that bad down here. I think it might even be easier than back home. If you say so, but still try to be a little bit more careful than usual. I don't want any accidents. Also, don't forget my present. I'm expecting a nice big bar of chocolate. Okay, sure thing. Speak to you again soon.
Pick up the phone. Are you there? Something has happened. I need to talk to you. Please reply to me as soon as you can. We might need some help here.
Are you there? I just got your call. I'm sorry I didn't reply to you sooner. I was still in bed asleep. Are you there now? What happened?
Where have you been? Your mother didn't answer the phone either. What is wrong with the two of you? I called you so many times and you didn't pick up the phone. I really needed to get through to you. What is going on?
Sorry, I was asleep and Mom must be busy now. She just didn't pick up. What is it? What's the problem? I'm here now. What happened? Is Holly okay? I hope nothing bad has happened.
Holly! Holly!
What is it? What's going on? What happened to Holly?
There's been an accident.
An accident? What type of accident? Please tell me it wasn't another car crash. You've been in so many of those recently. Is Holly okay? What happened? Tell me now, please. I really need to know.
Unfortunately, it was a car crash. A pretty bad one, too. We were driving yesterday, and I was going a bit over the speed limit. It was the car we rented. It was such a good car that I thought it could handle those speeds. I didn't think anything bad would come from it, and I didn't think that anyone would notice. We were driving along late at night, and then something bad happened. I'm really sorry about it. I didn't want this kind of thing to happen again, but it did. It seems I'm really having no luck when it comes to cars.
What happened exactly?
We hit another car and then smashed into a guardrail at the side of the road. The roof was down and Holly was thrown from the vehicle.
Please tell me this isn't true. How could something so terrible happen? Where is she now? How is she? Is she in the hospital?
She went to the emergency room as soon as it happened, and now she's in a critical care division of the hospital.
Oh no, it's so bad.
You should have answered my call sooner. I really needed to get in touch with you and tell you this.
That is really not important right now. Don't mention that again.
I'm hurt too. I'm injured. It's not just her who got hurt.
I don't care if you're hurt. You're not badly hurt. She is more important than you.
How can you say that about me? Do you not care about me at all? We were both involved in the accident, not just her.
I don't want to argue with you about this now. There will be time for that later. Right now, I just want to make sure that my sister is okay. If there's something you can do to help her, then you need to do it. I don't care if it was your fault that the car crashed. It's too late to argue about that now. Just do what you need to do to help Holly. I just want her to get better.
I'm sorry about what happened. It was my fault.
I just want her to survive and get better. I want to talk to her again. I just hope that she can pull through this and walk out of this hospital again.
I hope so too. If I could go back in time and change things, then I would. But I just can't do that. We have to live with our mistakes.
Is that all you have to say? It was all your fault. You were speeding when you shouldn't have been. If you could drive properly, then none of this would have happened.
I'm sorry about it. I really am.
Why did you have to do that? Why did you do it?
I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. I just lost my mind for a moment.
Is that all you're going to say? You don't seem to care that much. You don't seem to understand what happened and how it's all your fault.
I know what happened. I can't turn back time. We'll just have to move on. It was an accident. It wasn't just my fault.
What do you mean by that?
I went to the police station and they said that the issue was dealt with. They don't want to investigate anymore. They said I can go. It was recorded as being a tragic accident and not my fault. I think you need to have the same attitude towards the event. I could have done better, but I didn't. We need to move on now and think about the future.
How can you be so cold? How can you just forget about your responsibility?
There's no use in holding a grudge against me over what took place. You need to learn to forgive and move on.
The least you can do is fully accept that you are to blame and no one else is. It was all your fault and you need to learn to accept that.
I've already said sorry so many times. I know it was my fault, I told you that. But we also need to move on and face the new world ahead of us. It was my wife who was badly hurt and it deeply affects me.
Is that all you're going to say? You think that's the end of this?
It was an accident. I could have been seriously injured myself too. It was sheer luck that I wasn't more badly hurt. I feel shocked and scared by what happened, but there's nothing I can do about it now. I don't want you trying to make this worse for me. I know that you don't like me, but you don't need to be like this. I'm sorry about the whole thing, but you shouldn't be unreasonable to me. It was hard on me too. I hope you can accept this.
Regardless if it was an accident or not, you were the reason why my sister is in this condition. I don't think I'm out of line to have animosity toward you right now.
It was my wife. I know what pain this has caused.
What about my mom? Do you even think about her? You need to go and apologize to my mother over what happened.
Why should I do that?
What do you mean? Why do you think you don't owe my mom an apology for what happened? Have you even called her or at least texted her?
No, I haven't. I've already suffered enough. I don't want to make it worse for myself. I spoke to the police and they told me I was free to go. It wasn't my fault in their eyes. It was just a tragic accident, and these things happen. Please, don't try and make this whole thing worse than it already is. That really won't be good for anyone involved. I don't think there's any need for me to apologize. I am so deeply hurt by this all, and I don't want to make my pain any worse. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I want you to leave me alone.
All I hear is that you're running away from all responsibility. You care more about being blamed than you do about taking the blame. No matter what mental gymnastics you want to throw at me, you were behind the wheel. From the sound of it, this was just as much your fault as it was the other drivers.
You're really stressing me out about this, and I can't take it anymore.
You can't just kick me out of your life after what you did. You can't run away from it.
Mia, I am so sorry. I have some terrible news. Holly fought hard, but she unfortunately passed away.
Oh my god, no. This can't be happening. What happened? You made it seem like she had a chance of pulling through.
I thought she was gonna make it, but it seems like the damage to her brain was worse than the doctors originally thought. Not only that, she had severe spinal damage. I guess it was all just too much. It's very sad. I wish things would have turned out differently.
My sister just died? And that's what you say to me? You know she died because of you, right? Do you understand that? If you weren't driving like a complete idiot, this would never have happened.
Like I already told you, it was a split-fault accident. It wasn't just because of me. The other person is just as at fault. You don't need to be so angry at me.
You piece of human trash. Do you even care that you just lost your wife?
Of course I do. I'm very sad.
You sound like a robot. You don't give a damn at all, do you? What a complete tragedy. And the worst part is that she had to spend her final moments with a cold-hearted monster like you. I wish it were you that died in that accident and not my sweet, innocent sister. I hope you rot in hell for the rest of eternity.
Those are some pretty harsh words you have for me. You can blame me all you want, but in reality, it wasn't just my fault. I understand if you're mad, but you don't need to take your anger out on me.
Shut up. Never speak to me again. I bet you're happy she's dead. Let's be honest, you never liked our family and you never wanted to be a part of it. Hell, I can't tell if you even liked Holly. The only positive that's coming from this is that I never have to see you ever again. Don't you dare step foot near our family ever again. That includes her funeral, which we will be taking care of.
You're free to think whatever you like. If that's what you want to happen, then so be it.
Hello, Mom. Are you okay? Is this Mia? Is this Janice's daughter? Yes, it is. Who are you and why are you using my mom's phone? Did something happen? I would like to talk to my mother, please. I'm calling from Central Hospital. I'm from the Emergency Treatment Department. Your mom has fallen over in the street and she was brought here to our hospital. She's currently receiving care from our staff. Really? What happened to her? Are you sure it's my mom? We checked on her phone and found your number. Based on your prior conversations, I assumed you are her daughter. I think it might be best if you come to the hospital and see her yourself. It would be nice if a member of her family could be here at this time. Mom, are you okay? Are you feeling better?
I'm okay now. I'm sorry to make you feel worried. I didn't mean for it to happen.
Don't you worry, it's not your fault. It's all because of Matt. Blame him, not yourself.
Please don't think like that. When Holly died, we all lost a special person. It hurt him a lot.
Is that what you think? Is that what he told you?
We need to move on. We are still a family. We have to do the best we can.
It still hurts me so bad, and it's just getting worse. I can't believe that you ended up in a hospital as well. I was so worried about you. And that scumbag Matt is doing nothing but make the situation worse for me.
What did he say?
Yes, I spoke with him. He was so emotionless when he told me Holly died. It's like he didn't even care she was gone. If anything, he cared more about not being blamed for what happened. I can't believe he would be like this after what happened.
Maybe he was just in shock from losing you, Holly. You shouldn't blame someone who's in that state of mind.
That wasn't the impression I got. He owes us so much. He really should be doing more for us. Now that you're in hospital too, I think he needs to make more of an effort to make sure you're okay. Holly is dead, and she's never coming back. How can we cope with this? What are we supposed to do now we've lost her? I just can't accept it, and it's all his fault. I hate him so much. I told him that he needs to come to you and say sorry to you, and he didn't even want to do that.
It must be a very hard time for him. It might be difficult for him to express how he feels. Maybe he just wants some time alone to think about what happened. When terrible things like this happen, it can take a long time to fully process the event.
But now he's caused even more harm. You fell down in the street because you haven't been eating properly. It was caused by the stress of Holly's death. He needs to do more to help us, and he needs to start doing it soon. I am so mad about this.
I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. I seem to have upset you even more. I should take some of the blame for this. I should be able to look after myself better than I have been doing.
Don't blame yourself. I am hurt, too. This whole thing has left a very dark cloud on my life. It's going to take me a long time to come to terms with it.
I know it will. The same with me. I have contacted the insurance company. We need to start that process, too.
Why did you do that?
The insurance company will pay us some money over Holly's death. It might not be able to make up for the loss of Holly, but it will help us for the time being.
Did she have life insurance? I didn't know about that.
I have an insurance policy that covers the whole family. It includes you and her.
Okay, I understand. I didn't know you'd done that.
She didn't know about it either. Matt will not be getting any of the money. It will all go to me. He doesn't count in this.
I think that's for the best. I don't think he deserves any of the money.
I just hope that from now on I can start to eat better and you won't get stressed. We don't need this situation to get any worse than it already is. I don't want you to hate him. You can't waste your life hating people. Life is too short, as we already know. You need to try and move on.
Okay, if you think so.
Son, are you there?
Hey, Mother, I'm here. How are you?
How are things going about the thing we discussed? I hope things are progressing as we want them to.
Are you talking about the insurance money?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I won't be getting any of the money.
What? You won't get any of the money? Why is that? You were her husband. Of course you should get some of the money.
I don't know why it was decided like that. I don't really understand it myself. I don't really understand the law. I was a bit angry about it. I felt like I'd been betrayed. I was her husband after all, and I really suffered when she died. There is not a lot I can do about it now other than get angry.
Are they messing around with you? You really should have got some of that money. I don't know why they won't give it to you. It's really not fair.
It's a big problem, isn't it? I really need that money for my next marriage. My girlfriend is a bit annoyed that we don't get any money. She really wants it so that we can have a nice wedding. I'm not sure what to do. I'm really trying to think of a way around this.
It's only fair that you get your share of the cash. You were her husband after all. What kind of insurance doesn't give any of the money to the husband? You went through so much pain and loss, and you deserve some money for that. The insurance company should really pay the money to you. If I had it my way, then they'd be paying all of it to you. I think we've been cheated.
What do you want me to do?
Well, I think we need to go and see Janice and demand our share of the money. I don't want her to get away with this. It's not the right thing to do.
Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yes, I do. We need to go to her and demand our share of the money. You lost your wife, and you should get some of the payout.
Okay, we can do that. Janice, we need to talk. I know you might not like the topic, but we've needed to have this conversation for a long time.
Hello, Matt. What do you want?
Firstly, I hope that you're doing well. I often think about you, and I really care about your well-being. I know it must have been hard for you after Holly died.
It has been so hard for me since she died. I don't know if I'll ever fully come to terms with it.
I want you to know that I'm thinking of you all the time, and I hope that you'll start to feel better at some point in the future.
Thank you. It really helps me to know that you care.
I also heard that you received some money from the insurance company over the death. Is that true? It must be helping with your financial situation. I think it's only right that you get some money.
That's right. She was covered in my insurance policy, so after her death, some money was owed to me.
Did you get the money?
Yes, I've got the money. It will never make up for the loss of Holly, but it is something. It helps me to live my life a little bit easier.
That's right, it must do. There's something I want to mention to you. I need some money myself for something quite important.
You need some money?
After Holly died, things have been really difficult for me. I don't earn that much money, and Holly always made a big contribution to the bills and things like that. I don't really have enough money to get by in life. Things are really difficult for me. If only she was still here, then it wouldn't be this way. I wish she hadn't died.
Well, how much money do you need? I really hope you're not in such a poor position.
I think the insurance money that you received would be enough. I think I deserve the money because I lost my wife in this awful tragedy. It was actually my understanding that the husband should get the money. Isn't that right?
You really need this money? It's really bad for you right now?
That's right. I'm not lying to you. I wouldn't do that. Life has been so hard for me since I lost Holly. Sometimes I feel like I can't make it through the day.
Oh, dear. I am sorry to hear this. If you really need some money, then I can send you some tomorrow.
Really? You can do it that quickly? Oh, thanks so much. It's gonna help me a lot.
Mom, are you there? I want to talk to you.
I'm here. How are you?
Did you send some money to Matt? Did you send him some of the insurance money that you got after Holly died?
I did do that. He needed it because he was facing hard times. Why? How did you know this?
I found it out myself. I was wondering where he got all that money from. He never had a lot of money. I know he doesn't work that hard, but now he's got a lot. I didn't know how he got it, so I started to suspect that you had given him some. I really don't think it was a good idea. I don't even think he needed the money.
What makes you think that? I think you're being a bit too hard on him.
Look at this. He got married again.
Is it true? Did he really get married again? I didn't realize he had moved on so quickly.
He did. I found out. He blocked me because he didn't want me to know, but I found out in the end. I think this is what he wanted the money for. I don't think he was in a bad way at all.
Oh my. I'm really shocked by this.
Some of my friends knew about the wedding and they told me about it. I think he got the money from you to spend on the wedding. I think that's why the wedding was such a lavish event. How else could he afford it?
I don't know what to say.
How could he remarry so soon after Holly's death? How could he do this?
She didn't die that long ago, and we're all still hurting so badly over it. I even heard an even more terrible rumor. I heard that he was already with his new girl when Holly was alive. I think he was already seeing her even before Holly died in the crash. Tell me it isn't true. I can't be quiet over this. How could he do this to us? How could he take the money and use it like this? I won't let this pass. Something must be done.
What do you think you're doing?
Sorry, are you okay? What's the problem now?
You know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't know. You got married again. You remarried with another girl, is that right?
How did you get that photo? How did you find out about it? I really don't get it. It was supposed to be a secret and no one was ever supposed to know.
I also heard that you've been with this girl for a long time. Is that the case? I was told that you were dating her even before Holly died. Don't lie to me now. Is this true?
That isn't true at all. I don't know who told you that, but it isn't true.
I don't think I believe you. I think you've been playing games with us all along. I've known for a long time what kind of man you are. You took the money to pay for this wedding, didn't you?
What are you saying?
The insurance money that my mom got. You asked for some and pretended to be struggling, but you just wanted it to pay for a wedding with this girl.
That isn't true.
Yes, it is. You need to give the money back to my mom and do it as soon as you can. I can't accept what's happened here. You didn't deserve that money and you need to return it.
Why are you talking to me as if I'm some kind of thief? I didn't do anything wrong. Your mom agreed to give me that money, so now it's my money. I can't give it back. I need it. I think you need to stop poking your nose into other people's business. You're just making the situation worse.
What? You are a thief.
I'm not. I haven't done anything wrong. Your mom agreed to give me the money, and that's the end of it. Nothing more to discuss. I don't have to return the money to her, so let's just leave it at that. Nothing to discuss.
I can't believe what a piece of trash you are. I never thought you'd go this low.
I lost my wife, and I was due some money for it. I lost a lot that day, and I will never get it back. It is the right thing to do. I should have gotten some money. You're lucky I didn't ask for all of the money. It was my wife who died. I think the husband should have got all the money, not just a share of it.
Are you crazy?
You need to be nicer to me. I was married to your sister. I thought we were family. What went wrong with you? Why did you change? I just wish you could be nicer to me in the future. Hello, this is Officer Mike Douglas from the Miami Police Department. Am I speaking with Mia Fraser?
Yes, this is Mia. How can I help you?
I wanted to talk to you about the incident that happened with your sister Holly. Her husband Matt listed you as another emergency contact. Is now a good time to speak?
Yes, of course. Did something new come up with the accident?
Actually, yes, we have some new evidence that completely changes the whole case. The driver of the other car had a dash cam which was recording at the time of the accident. Initially, it was believed that the camera was damaged in the wreck, but after further investigation, we were able to salvage the data from the time the accident occurred.
Oh, really? What did you find?
Based on the video evidence, it appears that the driver of the car that your sister was in purposely cuts the wheel to initiate the accident. This is just our preliminary assessment, but we believe that Matt caused the accident on purpose.
He did? Are you sure?
Yes, the footage we have is in high definition, and we can clearly see Matt making an unnecessary motion to turn his car into the one that was struck.
Oh my god, so Matt got into the accident on purpose? Does that mean he was trying to kill my sister? Or kill them both? I really don't know what to think.
We need to bring him in for questioning to really understand the situation. As of now, all we know is that the accident could have been avoided. Is there any reason to believe that Matt would have done this on purpose? Were the two of them known to have any problems? We want to explore all options as to his motivation behind doing this.
I really don't think they ever fought or anything. It was pretty clear he didn't like our family, but it wasn't bad enough to want to kill my sister.
Was there any disputes over money? Was she entitled to receive a large sum of money in the future? We've seen cases where a spouse will murder because the other spouse is set to receive a large amount of money.
Well, my mother did have a life insurance policy for my sister, but I didn't know about it, and I'm pretty sure my sister didn't even know about it. I don't think it could have been over money.
Are you aware of Matt's previous marriage?
What? He was married before my sister? I had no idea.
He was married, but his wife died in an accident only a year after they were married. She also died in a car accident, and he was the driver. We're investigating if the two events are related, meaning if Matt was the cause of both of them. If so, it would be first-degree murder.
Oh my god, I had no idea about that. Don't you think it's pretty obvious that it's him? It has to be. That's way too big of a coincidence to happen twice.
It's certainly the option that seems most plausible. We'd like to look into it further and bring him in for questioning. Are you still in touch with him?
No, ever since my sister died, I've cut all ties with him completely.
Okay, well, if he reaches out to you or you make contact with him, please let me know. If you hear anything suspicious, please come straight to us.
Understood. Thank you so much for your help.
Glad we could help.
Hello, Matt.
Mia, wow, I didn't expect you to ever talk to me again. What brings you here?
I have something I wanted to ask you about, something I found out recently. I heard that you were married once before you met my sister. Is that true?
How did you hear about that? Yes, I was married once. Unfortunately, my first wife died tragically in a car accident.
I am very sorry to hear that, but a car accident, you say? The same way my sister died? Pretty strange.
Car accidents are the most common cause of death in this country. Unfortunately, yes, but not uncommon, unfortunately.
Just out of curiosity, were you in the car with her?
Yes, I was. I was injured badly too, but luckily I made it out with just some scars.
And were you driving, or was she?
What's with the interrogation?
I'm just curious. The least you can do after the damage you've caused my family is answer my questions.
Yes, I was the one who was driving. What difference does that make?
Just think it's strange that you were driving both times when both of your wives were killed in car accidents. You and my sister didn't fight, did you?
I don't want to answer any more of these questions. I think you're just trying to accuse me of something.
Fine. You don't have to answer any of my questions anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Have a good day.
Is this Mia?
Who is this?
This is Matt's wife, Monica. Sorry to reach out to you like this out of nowhere.
Oh, you mean the woman Matt was in an affair with while he was still married to my dead sister? Nice to meet you. What do you want from me?
I was wondering if you know anything about what happened to Matt. He was just taken in for questioning by the police. They wouldn't tell me anything even when I went down to the station. They just said he was under investigation and they couldn't share any details of the case. I remember he said you reached out to him the other day and you were asking him a bunch of weird questions. I wanted to see if you knew anything.
Finally, that pile of crap is getting what he deserves.
I'm sorry, what's that supposed to mean?
How much do you know about what happened with him and my sister?
I know that she passed away in a car accident.
And how much do you know about his first wife?
He was in a marriage before your sister? I had no idea.
That doesn't surprise me. I'll keep this short. Both his first wife and my sister died in car accidents while he was driving. New evidence in the case for my sister's death shows that Matt intentionally crashed the car. The police are looking into it being a murder rather than just an accidental death.
Oh my god! I had no idea!
Yeah, and if I were you, I'd get away from him as fast as you can, especially if he invites you into the car with him.
We did have a vacation planned soon and we were going to drive along the California coastline.
Yikes. I'd cancel that trip as soon as possible, for your own safety. Anyway, great talking to you. Good luck and try not to die.
Hello, Mia. I'd like to update you on the case with Matt.
Yes, please. I heard you brought him in for questioning, right?
Yes, we did. We pressed into him about the accident with your sister, as well as the accident that happened with his first wife. At first, he said it was just a total coincidence. He claimed he loved both your sister and his first wife, and would never do anything to harm them.
I bet he would say that. That dirty little rat. I don't believe him.
We did some digging into the first accident. Of course, at first we assumed it was just a regular traffic accident. Do you remember how I said that there are cases where one spouse murders another once there's money involved? It turns out his first wife had a big life insurance policy. He received a huge payout shortly after her death.
No way. So you think he actually did that to her to get that money?
We questioned him about this. At first he said he didn't know anything about the policy. However, he soon changed his story that he did know about it, but would never do anything like that. Once his story changed, we knew there was something to uncover.
Wow, this is just like a crime drama or something.
Unfortunately, this is very real. In total, we were interrogating him for over 10 hours. Eventually, he broke down and told us everything. He admitted to purposely driving recklessly in the case of his first wife, with the intention of receiving a payout in the event that she died. He specifically chose her death to be a car accident, since he said that no one would believe it would be intentional.
Wow, I can't believe it. I knew he was a scumbag, but he's literally a psycho. Now that I think of it, he said something similar to me about car accidents being the most common way to die.
We pressed into him further about your sister's death. He claimed that he didn't mean for it to happen, and that he wasn't trying to do the same thing to her. Mind you, up until this point, we didn't tell him anything about the evidence we had of him turning the wheel of the car to incite the accident. Once we showed him what we had, he immediately confessed to everything. He said he was trying to do the same thing to your sister as he did to his first wife. In other words, this was no accident.
I really don't have words to express how I feel.
That's understandable. The most important thing to know is that he's in custody, and we're going to be charging him with everything possible. Rest assured that your sister will be avenged, and he will be behind bars for the rest of his life.
Officer, I really can't thank you enough. Thank you so much for your hard work.
This is our job. I live to put bad people away and keep society safe. If you need anything else from us in the future, please don't hesitate to reach out.
Thank you. I really appreciate everything you've done for me and my family. Matt was arrested on the spot and taken to jail. He was formally charged, and he'll be going to court to get convicted of what he's done. What a crazy series of events this all was. I would have never imagined my sister ending up marrying a complete and utter psychopath like Matt. According to the officer, the family of Matt's first wife has been informed and they are going to press charges against him, as are we. Although none of this will bring my sister back, I'm just so glad justice has been served and Matt won't ever harm anyone, ever again. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to see more content. See you in the next video.
Veronica, I'm sorry. Is it okay if we go to the movie another day? It looks like your dad and I have to go to a funeral today.
Huh? Did someone die?
Yeah, one of our managers from work. We know his daughter quite well, so we really should go. We had no idea the funeral was today. We just found out about it. We shouldn't be there for too long, so we should be back by dinner.
Okay, I understand. We'll go see the movie next time, but bring something back for dinner. Mom, help! What do I do? Where are you?
We're still at the funeral home. Is something wrong? Do you want me to call you?
Don't call me!
Huh?
Someone's in our house! I'm hiding! Help me!
What?
I was sitting in my room the whole time. I heard someone unlock the door and come in. I thought it was you, so I went downstairs and I saw someone I didn't know standing in our living room. I don't think they saw or heard me.
What? You're kidding. Where are you now?
I'm hiding in a closet upstairs. I don't think they know anyone is home. I'm scared.
Are you sure it's somebody you don't know? You're sure it's not Grandma or anyone?
It's not, I'm sure. It's a young woman.
Okay, don't move from where you are. We're coming home right away. Your dad's already on the phone with the police. I think the person is upstairs now. I hear a bunch of things getting knocked over and thrown around in the next room. We're in the car now. We'll be there as soon as we can. Leslie, where are you right now? Oh, hey sis, long time no see. I'm in my house like usual. Why? You better take what you stole and bring it back here right now. What? What I stole? What are you talking about? You snuck into our house while we were at the funeral and ransacked the place, didn't you? I have no idea what you mean. Did a burglar break in or something? You really should lock up properly when you leave. Be careful from now on, okay? I hear thieves will come back to the same place over and over if it's easy pickings. The door was locked and deadbolted, but the locks were either picked or someone had a key. And Mom told me that you went over to her house this morning and were only there for a few minutes before you left again. She said after you left, she saw that the spare key to my place was missing from the key holder on her wall. What? It must be her imagination. She's old. She's delusional. I think she's been reading too many mystery novels. $3,000 in cash, my brand new bags and shoes, and a prepaid Visa card I had on my dresser. Even my daughter's piggy bank. I told you it wasn't me. Where's your proof? If you don't have any proof, don't start accusing me of something like this. What's that? Veronica was home the whole time. So? As soon as the police sirens could be heard, the person started to panic and ran out the door. This is the picture Veronica took from her window of the person running away. She sent it to me. This is obviously you. Oh, this picture is so blurry you can't even make out the face. That doesn't prove it's me. Don't accuse someone of being a thief if you have such terrible evidence. So you're still gonna pretend that you know nothing about this. Veronica confirmed it was you. She's never seen you before because you never attended any of our family get-togethers. But when I showed her my wedding photos, which you were in, she said that's the person. Veronica saw your face while you were in the house. That doesn't prove anything. Are we done here? This is getting annoying. Veronica probably just made a mistake. What? Stop acting like this. Do you have any idea how badly you scared my daughter? Don't blame this on me. You brought this all on yourself. You're just now finally getting what you deserve. What? Your family is poor, yet you go walking around town with your designer bag so everyone can see. That's probably why the burglar targeted you, don't you think? It looks like you got what you deserved, doesn't it? Walking around like you're something you're not, always thinking you're great when you're not. If someone wants to have brand name or designer things, that's their own decision to make. I worked hard and saved up for those things. Why is that the only thing you're talking about? Don't act like you're something you're not. It was just by chance that you got married. Daniel just happens to have strange taste in women, that's all. I just think he felt bad for you because you're not good at anything. You're not even very fertile, if you know what I mean. He doesn't even know that the person you really love is my husband, does he? Wait, what? You think I love Marcus? Why? Yeah, now who's the one pretending they don't know what's going on? Back before you started dating Daniel, it was really Marcus that you loved, wasn't it? What? I guess I'll tell you now, even though it doesn't matter at this point. Back when your company and my company had a client party together, I saw it all. You and Marcus snuck off outside together away from the party. What? What are you talking about? Don't pretend that you don't remember. I saw it. I can tell your broken heart still hasn't healed after all this time. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't get it, do you? That's the whole reason why I decided to steal Marcus from you in the first place. How did it feel to have the man you loved stolen by your sister? What? You're kidding. That's the reason you told Marcus you loved him and started dating him? That's right. But I did it for your own good. It would have been so sad to see him dump you later because you're so plain and talentless. I guess I've had it out for you for a long time, haven't I? I can't stand to see you have nice things. Just the thought of it makes me sick. You're inferior to me in every way. How dare you go around acting like you're anything special?
Oh my God. How self-centered and malicious can you be? You're horrible.
Whatever. And you know what? I couldn't believe how quickly Daniel proposed to you after you two started dating. I was like, what? Is he crazy? He wants to marry that thing? You'd already entered your 30s and you're not very attractive. Daniel could have done so much better. He must be a really kind person to take someone like you in. I bet he gives to charity and helps at homeless shelters too.
Just talking to you is making me sick. I can't believe we're related. Just hurry up and give me back all the money and things you stole from us. Veronica was saving up all that money to buy a new bag for herself.
If you really think I stole it, why don't you just come to my house and look for it? I didn't steal anything, so you won't find anything of yours here. And if Veronica wants a bag, just buy her one. If you sell the brand name bag you have in your hand, you'll have her money back right away, won't you?
This one was a present from Daniel, so I'm not selling it.
Oh, did you bug him long enough that he finally caved in and bought you what you wanted? This is so funny. But you won't even buy Veronica one bag despite all the ones you had? I feel bad for her. What if you tried adjusting your lifestyle a bit? You know you're low class. Start acting like it.
Leslie, where are you?
What? I'm at home. Where else would I be?
I've got something I need to talk to you about.
What is it?
We had another burglar break into our place. We all went out for dinner, and when we came home, our house was trashed even worse than last time.
Really? That's hilarious. You really don't learn, do you? You must be an idiot. That's what you get for being stupid. I can't stop laughing.
I can't stop laughing either.
Huh?
I really didn't think they'd come back and do it this quickly, but I figured it was worth a shot. I wanted to be doubly sure.
What are you talking about?
Obviously, I'm talking about the burglar. We wanted to be extra careful, so I even had someone watch the house while we were away. Marcus helped us.
Huh?
Your husband. When I asked him to help me, he didn't hesitate. He said it would be a great way to prove if it was you or not. He assured me that you were a good person and would never do anything terrible like this. He wanted to help prove your innocence.
But he told me he was going out drinking with his buddies tonight.
I told him to tell you that so you wouldn't suspect a thing. You were the only one I ever suspected of doing it. I just knew it had to be you. I know you saw me post on social media that I was taking my family out for dinner tonight. Marcus just sent me the pictures and video he captured of the burglar. You're the one in all the pictures ransacking my place. I knew it had to be Crazy Leslie.
What?
Last time Veronica was home when you broke in, so I thought you'd be a little more cautious the second time. But Marcus hid in the exact same spot Veronica did, and you still didn't suspect a thing.
You really don't learn, do you? You must be an idiot. You're so stupid, I can't stop laughing. Shut up! And why did you go and get my family involved?
That's what I should be saying to you. What were you thinking getting my family involved in your squabble with me? This time the pictures came out perfect. He even got video. You can't talk your way out of it this time.
Whatever, I don't care. I'll admit that it was me this time, but what about last time? You've got no proof linking me to that, do you?
You've got to be kidding. You're still going to pretend that it wasn't you. I have an eyewitness. You're a thief. I hope you go to jail for this.
You're exaggerating. This is just a little fight among sisters.
What?
You can't report this to the police. It's not a real crime. This is a civil matter, not criminal. I know you're not very smart, so I'll be nice and explain it to you. Just use your hat. If one sister steals something from their sister's room, do the parents file a police report? No, because it's not a crime. This is no different than that. I'm your sister and I took something from your room. No big deal.
Is that what you think? You're insane.
Huh?
We're not kids, and we don't live together. What you did is 100% illegal. In fact, Marcus thinks I should charge you.
Wait, what? How could that be? I can get in trouble for this?
Wait, I'll send you some of the messages I got from Marcus tonight. He said, I followed Leslie. She's at your parents' house. She took everything she stole from your house and hid it in the shed in your parents' backyard. I went in after she left and checked. All your stuff is here. Your brand name items, your necklaces, your prepaid cards, everything. Veronica's piggy bank, too. I can't believe she did something this stupid. I had no idea she was this kind of person. Tomorrow, I'm going down to the police station and reporting her. Maria, I'm really sorry. Those are his exact messages.
He really said that? You mean what I did was an actual crime?
Of course it was. You broke into a house that wasn't yours and took things that weren't yours. I wonder what the penalty for this would be. Do you think it's just fines and probation or actual jail time? Let me do a quick search for you. It seems a person stealing over $50,000 can be fined up to $10,000 and or get up to 10 years in prison. You definitely took over $5,000 worth of things from me, so have fun.
Stop! Maria, please, you're my sister. Don't report this. And tell Marcus to stop too.
Huh? Why?
What do you mean, why? Do you really want your own family member to be known as a criminal?
Well, it seems they are, so you did the crime. There's no denying it. There's nothing we can do about it now.
What do you mean there's nothing we can do about it now?
Oh, wait, I get it. I know what this is about.
Look, I'll persuade my husband to spend the night with you. In fact, I'll let you borrow Marcus for a whole day, 24 hours.
Huh?
I know you've always loved him, but he never felt the same about you, right? If you want to sleep with him for just one day, I promise I won't get angry. I mean, if it's only one day, and you're aware it's only for one day, I guess it's not a big deal.
What the heck are you talking about? First off, Marcus isn't a thing. You can't just lend him to people. And I think you've got the wrong impression here anyway. Let me explain this to you.
The wrong impression.
The day of that client party, the day you saw me go outside with Marcus, it was because he came up to me and asked to speak to me in private.
Huh?
I wasn't in love with him. He told me that night he was in love with me.
What? That's not possible. Why?
I don't know why he loved me, but he said he fell in love with me the first time he saw me. But I was already in love with Daniel when Marcus told me that, so I turned him down. I told him we could still be friends and colleagues, though. That's all.
What? But then, does that mean I didn't steal the man you loved from you?
Daniel is the only man I loved.
Liar! Stop trying to act like you didn't love Marcus. I don't believe you.
I don't care if you believe me or not. Just ask Marcus yourself and you'll see.
You mean I was his second pick? I was his runner-up?
Why would you look at it that way? Why don't you do yourself a favor and stop acting like Marcus is just a piece of property? He's not with you because he couldn't be with me. He got to know you, fell in love with you, and married you.
Shut up! Shut up! I don't care about that. More importantly, I have to stop him. I don't want to become an ex-convict.
Well, you have to become a convict before you become an ex-convict.
You have to help me.
What? Are you crazy? You did all this yourself, and I was the victim in this. I've got no reason to help you. I hope you live out the rest of your life in prison.
Why? This was all a joke. Yeah, that's it. It was just a joke. It was supposed to be funny. Why won't you just let it go?
I'm not going to let this go. You scared the crap out of my daughter with your stupidity. Besides, I don't think I could persuade Marcus not to report you at this point.
You won't know if you don't try. He's really kind. While you beg him not to report me, just start crying and I'm sure he'll cave in.
You're his wife and you honestly believe that? Marcus is furious right now. Not only did you do that to me, but he feels like you betrayed him as well.
Huh?
The first time you broke into my house and stole things, whose funeral do you think we were at?
Some manager at your company, right?
That's right. When I started working there, I had no idea what he was like, but he was a stickler for the law and did everything by the book. He even got angry if someone so much as stole a pen. We found out later that he'd actually been a police officer for a long time before he changed professions.
He was a police officer? He was very well respected, not just in our company. Then during his funeral, we had to fake an illness just so we could leave without causing a big scene. And when we got home, we find out it was my own sister who broke in and stole our money and belongings. We didn't know that man very well. We were friends with his daughter. But Marcus knew him very well and respected him so much. Marcus loved how he stood for justice, no matter how small the issue was. He was like Marcus's mentor. And here, Marcus's own wife goes off and commits a crime during his mentor's own funeral. Marcus will never forgive you for that.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. I don't want to go to jail. If I just give you everything back, it'll be okay, right? I can't believe you went and got my own husband involved in this. You have to do something. You have to help me.
Don't blame this on me. You made your bed, now you'll have to lie in it. This is all because you don't care about anyone other than yourself. Without any remorse, you went and stole from your sister and terrified your niece. You didn't even care when I told you how badly you scared Veronica. Instead, you decided to break in again. You're a horrible person. Okay, I get it. I'm terrible. I understand. Please, just don't press charges. Then can you keep a promise? I want you to change the way you're living, just a little bit. Huh? Repeat after me. I'm a horrible person. I am the scum of the earth. From now on, I will never bother another human being, and I will live a modest and quiet life. I'm a horrible person. I'm the scum of the earth. From now on, I'll never bother another human being, and I will live a modest and quiet life. Okay, I said it. Is that enough for you? It's a promise, right? You won't press charges now? No, I'm still pressing charges. What? That was just a joke. You know, the kind of jokes you love so much. You said yourself a burglar will keep targeting the same house if they think it's easy pickings. I'm not gonna let this go. Your jokes aren't funny. Leslie tried everything she could to get me to drop the charges on her, but nothing worked. To her amazement, not even her husband would come to her defense in this matter. Leslie had done other things in the past to cause trouble with my parents and I. Because of those things and this big incident, our parents reached the end of their rope with her. They cut all ties with her and didn't try to convince me to drop the charges against her. In the end, Leslie wasn't given any jail time for her crime, but she now has a criminal record. She was fired by her company for it as well. Instead of jail time, she was fined quite heavily for her crimes. Not to mention, Marcus divorced her over the whole incident. After all of that, my family moved away from that house. Our new place is a little far from our office and our daughter's school, but we're living in a beautiful little apartment overlooking the lake canal. Our new apartment has a doorman and a security guard. But even with all that, we still make sure we lock up tight when we leave. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. See you next time.
Hi, Dad. You're not still at work, are you? I forget what time it is over there now.
Anne, hi, it's pretty rare to get a text message from you. Is everything okay?
I've got something important to talk to you about. It might take a while.
No problem, I'm done work and I just got back to my place. What's up?
This might be a little hard to believe, so I'm sorry.
What is it? Did something happen?
I think Mom might be cheating on you.
Huh? You think Rosa might be cheating on me?
Well, now that you're overseas working for a while, I think Mom's been bringing a guy over to the house.
Just give me a second.
I can't believe her. After she divorced my dad and married you, I thought we finally had a happy family. And we didn't have to worry about money anymore either. Because of you, I was able to go to the college I always dreamed of. I was so happy when you came to see me graduate. I'm so thankful for you and everything you've done for us. I can't believe she would do this to you. You're such a nice person. I can't forgive her for betraying you like this.
Anne, just calm down. I don't want to get worked up about this at the moment. Let's talk about this and see why you think she's cheating. Can I ask you a few questions about it?
Oh, sorry, of course.
First, do you know who this person is that you think she's cheating on me with?
It's a guy from her work, you know, the part-time job she has. I think he's still a student.
A student? You mean like a college student? As in, the guy is younger than you?
Yeah, I don't know his full name, but I heard Mom call him Martin.
Martin, huh? Do you think that's his first name or his last name?
Well, I didn't hear her say Mr., so I think it's his first name.
If that's the case, then it probably is. So, his first name is likely Martin. I'm assuming you either caught them doing something or there's some conclusive evidence or something?
Yeah, I was coming home earlier than I usually do, and I saw them coming out of the house before I got there. They kissed goodbye before he left. It wasn't just once or twice that I saw this either. I've seen him leaving the house and them kissing each other goodbye many times.
This doesn't sound like a misunderstanding.
I think Mom tried to get him out of the house just before I come home. I've only seen them from down the street, so they don't know that I know.
What do you mean your mom tries to get him out before you come home, yet you've seen it many times?
Well, from last month, the hours at my job changed ever so slightly. I finished just 15 minutes earlier than I did before, but the timing is perfect now. I can take an earlier train home from work, and the transfer at the subway with the earlier train is much smoother. There's hardly any wait now, so I actually get home much faster than before. I get home about 30 minutes earlier now, but since I usually see that guy leaving just before I get home, I've been waiting around outside before I go in. So Mom still doesn't know I'm coming home early now.
I see, so that's how you found out about him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you had to see your mom do such a thing. It must be hard for you.
Honestly, she disgusts me. I can't believe what she's doing. Even if it was someone her own age, I couldn't forgive her for it. But this guy's even younger than I am.
Anne, are you gonna be okay?
Huh?
It sounds like you don't want to keep living in that house, do you? If you want, you can move out and get your own place so you don't have to put up with this anymore.
But
don't worry about the cost. I know you're working, but you likely haven't prepared for this, so if you need help with rent, I'll help you. It'll be your first time living on your own, so I know it's going to be quite a change for you. But if you keep living with your mom while she's doing this, it's going to cause you even more stress.
yeah, I guess. So, is it okay if I take you up on your offer then?
Of course. If you ever need anything, you can always count on me. I don't care what anyone says, you're my daughter.
Thanks, Dad.
I'll look into what your mom has been doing.
Don't worry, I'll help you with that.
Yeah, but
Don't worry about it. Just talking to you about this whole situation has made me feel a lot better. Plus, I know Mom's schedule pretty well. I know when she's out and when she usually has that guy over. And I'm sure when I move out, Mom will have that Martin kid over at her house as much as she wants.
I see. You want to help me so we can both get to the bottom of this.
If we find out she's really doing what I think she's doing, I'll never speak to her again.
Well, let's get conclusive evidence before you go and cut all ties with her, okay? But if this is difficult for you, you don't have to do it, okay? Don't let it drive you crazy. Make sure you talk to me long before that, okay?
No problem, I understand.
Rosa, can I talk to you now?
Oh, yeah, what is it?
Nothing. I was just wondering what you're doing right now.
Oh, I can't remember the last time you messaged me to just chat. Usually you only contact me if you need something or if it's a special occasion.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I've had a lot of things on my plate for a while, but things are finally starting to reach a conclusion.
Oh, well, that's good. You've seemed really busy with work.
Oh, yeah. Well, work is still a little busy, but things have been busy with my personal life, too.
Your personal life?
Well, now that I'm living by myself, there's a lot of things I have to keep track of and do myself.
Yeah, I guess so. Now that you mention it, Anne isn't relying on me anymore either. She's quite independent now. In fact, I haven't heard from her in a little while. I'm here all by myself. When she said she wanted to move out and be on her own, it was quite unexpected, but I guess I can understand how she feels.
Yeah, but she comes to see you on the weekends sometimes, right?
Yeah, I guess. She's not far away. She said her new place is just one stop away on the subway. She comes back here to get a few things from her old room or to drop something off now and then. I'm sure when she's done whatever she's doing, she'll get tired of being by herself and move back in with me.
By the way, do you know why Anne decided to move out and live on her own?
Huh? Well, she's a young lady now. She's got a steady job, so I guess it's just that time. I was starting to think it was about time she got out on her own anyway.
Oh, I see. So, if she hadn't become independent, there was a pretty good chance you might have tried to get her out yourself, huh?
Huh? What do you mean? What are you getting at? It sounds like you're trying to catch me saying something.
I'm getting at what you think I'm getting at. I think I've already caught you.
Pardon?
Earlier you said you were all by yourself, but there's 2 people in the house now, right?
Huh? I told you Anne moved out. I'm the only one left here. If you would hurry up and come back here, there'd be 2 of us and we could live together like husband and wife again. But it seems like that's impossible. At least for a while, huh?
For a while, huh? I don't think it'll ever be possible again. Yeah, impossible.
Huh? What's gotten into you? You've been acting weird this whole conversation. I have no idea what you mean.
Am I being too vague for you to understand? I assumed you'd know what I meant, and this conversation would have been a lot quicker, but I guess I have no choice.
Just tell me what you're trying to say. What?
I've got a lot of provocative pictures here, but for now I'll only send this one since it's half decent. This room, it's clearly our bedroom, isn't it?
What is this?
I'm just wondering why there's another man in our bedroom.
Oh, this guy, he's one of Anne's friends. He came over here to see Anne, but she moved out, so she's not here. He came all the way to see her, so I didn't want to send him away. I let him in for coffee, that's all. After that, he started feeling a little sick, so I let him lie down on her bed until he felt better. That's all. That's what happened. I don't know who took this picture, though.
So, you don't know the details of how this picture was taken?
Well,
You made up such a long explanation of what happened in the picture, but you never thought of an excuse as to how the picture was taken.
Stop it. These aren't excuses. It's the truth. This kid is Anne's friend.
I'm starting to get tired of this. I'm done with this conversation. Have you not realized I'm playing dumb on purpose?
Huh? What are you saying?
I've already finished looking into everything.
What are you talking about?
The picture I just sent you, it came from the hidden camera that was placed in our bedroom.
Hidden camera?
Don't bother going to check now, it's already been removed.
But how did you come back here sometime without telling me? But that'd be so difficult to do.
Are you going to admit to cheating on me or not?
Oh God. Fine, whatever, I admit it. That's what you wanted to hear, isn't it? That guy is my boyfriend. His name is Martin Turner and he's 22 years old, and I love him. He's not a smelly old man like you. He's young and cute, and he's my boyfriend.
Is that so?
I don't care if you divorce me. I'll pay you compensation money. Is $20,000 good enough?
Oh, so you're even willing to pay me compensation money, huh?
Whatever. Anne is working now. I'm sure she has money to help me. Anne will take my side in this. I know she'll help me pay you whatever you try to screw me out of in the divorce.
Sorry to bust your bubble, but Anne was the one who leaked all this information about you to me.
What?
Anne was the one who set up the hidden camera in your bedroom, too.
But why would she?
She was the one who saw you cheating on me in the first place.
But I'm her mother. No matter what happens, she'll take my side. She has my blood running through her veins, not yours. I'm her real mother. You're not her real father.
That's exactly why she won't forgive you.
What?
Your previous husband, the reason you and Paul broke up, you told Anne it was because your husband cheated on you, right?
Well, that's what happened. That's why I told her that.
No, Anne knows the real reason.
Huh?
She went to see Paul, her real father, recently.
What? She wouldn't do something like that. I've never told her Paul's address or contact info.
I know, she got it from one of her relatives. Apparently, some of your relatives still keep in touch with him because they know he's not a bad person.
Who told her?
I didn't ask that, so I have no idea. Anyway, when she met with him, he told her the real reason he divorced you was because you cheated on him. And you kept telling Anne that he never paid you child support either. And that's why you could never afford to buy Anne anything. Paul couldn't believe you told her such a lie. He proved to Anne that he had been paying you child support the whole time. Anne realized you'd just been lying to her and were keeping it all for yourself. You never used any of that money to help her. Not to help her with school or clothes or anything for her. In fact, I think Paul's going to be getting in touch with you pretty soon about that, now that he knows the money wasn't put towards Anne.
Stop it. Why are you doing this? You're making it sound like I'm the bad guy here. Just stop it.
Anne told me everything Paul told her, and he had proof to back up what he was saying. Paul divorced you when Anne was still in elementary school, but you never used the child support payments to help her with anything. Her clothes were always hand-me-downs from neighbors or used clothes from the Salvation Army. Even when her underwear or socks ripped, you just sew them up instead of buying her new ones. You made her wear her clothes until they literally fell apart. And when she entered high school and started dreaming about going to college and her future, you told her that since her father wasn't paying child support, she couldn't go. You told her if she wanted to go, she'd have to get a job and work her way through college. Or worse, you tell her to forget about college and just get whatever crappy job she could with a high school diploma. Luckily, when Anne was in her second year of high school, we married and I became her father. I remember that because she was working every day at her part-time job while trying to get high enough marks to enter college.
That's not true. Exactly. Come on, it doesn't matter now anyway. I did all that for her own good.
For her own good.
I wanted to teach her the importance of money, how to make it, and that she shouldn't waste it when she finally gets it and stuff.
Oh, well, in that case, all the money Paul has been sending you for child support, you must have it saved up somewhere, unspent, right? You wouldn't have wasted it, right?
Well, that's...
You spent it all, didn't you? All on yourself, right? Wasteful things. Anything to satisfy your desires. But nothing concrete that Anne could ever see, right?
No,
Anne wants nothing to do with you ever again. She's already cut all ties she had to you.
Huh?
That address she gave you where she said she moved to, it was only temporary. She's already left that place.
You're lying, right?
So, anyway, he's there now, right? Isn't he? That Martin guy you're having the affair with?
What? No, why would you think that? I'm in the house all by myself.
I've already verified that Martin is in the house. Me and my sources, including my lawyer.
Huh? What do you mean, lawyer?
The one Martin's wife and I went together to hire.
What?
You know, even though Martin is young, he has a wife and kids, right? He may still be a college student, but his wife is older than him and has a job. They have 2 kids together.
Wait, hold on. You mean Martin's wife knows too?
Yep, your secret is out. Everyone knows everything. We're talking with the lawyer about how we're going to go about suing you for compensation money. Just in case it wasn't clear, his wife is going to be suing you, and I'm suing you too.
No, wait. I don't have that kind of money.
I think they're going to meet up and talk with you about this right now. They told me they're already outside your house. When Martin's wife and lawyer tried to enter the house, the door was locked. I guess Rosa just doesn't know when to give up. Of course, I had prepared for that and had a copy of my key sent to Martin's wife and our lawyer, so there was no trouble getting in. Martin didn't put up a fight and quickly divorced his current wife. I think that was the first time Martin had ever seen a woman's rage. I heard he was literally shaking in fear. He was like a puppy being sized up for dinner by a wolf. And as for Rosa, my wife, Anne cut all ties to her and I divorced her. She had no one she could turn to. She was left groveling in her own self-pity. During the divorce proceedings, all her past mistakes were brought up, and I think she reluctantly realized she was in the wrong. After Martin's now ex-wife and I got finished suing Rosa for compensation money, she was again taken to court for squandering all of Paul's child support payments. Rosa has since moved back in with her parents, and she's working from early morning to late at night every day to pay off the 3 lawsuits she lost. Even with the long hours she's working, it's going to be many years before everything is paid off.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. See you next time.
Hi, Tracy. Are you busy right now? Do you have a minute to chat? There's something that's been on my mind that I want to talk to you about.
Hello, Linda. How are you doing? It's nice to hear from you again. It's been a while. I'm actually in the middle of my lunch break, so it's a good time to talk now. How are things going with you? Are you keeping yourself busy? Is everything okay?
Well, the more I've been thinking about it, the more it's been bothering me, and I wanted to get it off my chest. I was wondering what your thoughts are on this. How do you feel about your spending habits? Do you think you're spending more than you should?
Excuse me? I'm not sure I know what you mean. Are you trying to say that I'm spending money recklessly and on things that are not necessary?
For example, didn't you recently go on a lavish vacation that you really didn't need to go on?
Well, yes, we did go on a vacation, but we planned it because it was for my birthday. So it wasn't just a vacation, it was more like a birthday gift celebration getaway for us to enjoy.
Okay, not only that, but 2 months prior to this, didn't you go on your honeymoon too? A honeymoon and vacation in a 2-month span seems a bit much.
Well, yes, we did go on our honeymoon. Of course we went on our honeymoon since we just got married.
Also, didn't you buy a brand new car when there was nothing wrong with the current one? Even though both of you are working and have double income, I still think you're splurging too much on things that are not really needed.
I didn't realize this was weighing on you, and thank you for your concern and speaking up about it. However, I feel that I'm being mindful of my spending habits, so please don't worry so much about how we spend our money. I have it under control, thank you.
From what I can see and calculate, I don't believe that is the case. Are you sure you're being careful not to overspend? Are you sure you're not buying whatever you want, whenever you want? Because my son works for a major corporation, and you think there's an endless supply of money? I always say, even if one has money, there always should be limits that keep oneself in line and not overdo things, because you never know when you're going to need it.
Yes, I agree with you in that aspect of having some boundaries when it comes to spending habits, and I feel that I am within those limits. I'll try to be more aware about my overspending on things and try to keep things to be more frugal and budget to save where I can.
That's good to hear, that you'll be more cautious and try to stay within your budget going forward. Please do so. Knowing Kevin, he's so kind and thoughtful that he probably won't say anything to you about this, even if he feels that you're spending his money recklessly, as it's not in his character to call someone out on negative things. I'm sure he doesn't want to hurt your feelings. You know this already, but he's sensitive in a lot of ways, and he can easily build up stress when he wants to say something, but knows that it'll be confrontational. He has to bite his tongue and hold back on saying things. He even had to actually take some sick leave time from his current company 2 years ago to take a break from all the stress that he had because he couldn't handle it anymore. You should make it a priority not to put too much burden on him, and make sure not to expect him to take care of everything for you. You need to contain stressful situations and keep it away from him as much as you can, and be supportive of him so he doesn't fall ill again.
I feel that I already do, and I plan to continue to take care of him in every way, so please don't worry too much about that, as I know what I'm doing.
Also, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but Kevin seems a bit off these days. He seems to be putting me at a distance, which isn't like him. We usually talk all the time, but more recently he doesn't take my calls as much as he used to for some reason. And he used to text me back rather quickly, but now it takes him such a long time to reply to my texts too.
I haven't really noticed too much of a change in him, but I think he's just been busy in general.
Is it possible that he's overwhelmed at work and he's mentally and physically exhausted?
It's possible that he may be feeling overworked at the company too, but just in general, I think he feels overwhelmed at times.
Well, I guess it's better to be busy at work than not, so I should be happy for him. But as his mother, I don't feel that way, and it makes me worry more about him and how it's affecting him in a negative way. It's not often that I can't get in contact with him like this, so I feel that there's something going on, or maybe even wrong with him. Well, can you let him know that I'm worried about him, and if he can contact me soon so I can hear for myself that everything's fine?
Okay, I will be sure to let him know that you called and that you're worried about him.
While you're at it, if you can tell him that I would appreciate it if he replied to my text more quickly, as I don't like to wait long for replies. If you can relay my message to him, I would appreciate it. Hi, Tracy. Do you have a minute to talk? I was wondering, is my Kevin home?
Yes, I can talk, but no, he hasn't come home yet. Is there anything the matter?
Well, maybe I can ask you about this first. Have you heard anything from my son about the situation with my monthly allowance?
I believe I sent you this month's allowance already, didn't I? You didn't receive it yet?
I received it, but I think there's been a mistake. It's much less than the usual amount he sends me. Actually, I've noticed that it's been getting less and less from a few months ago.
I'm not sure what you mean that it's getting less, but we're sending you $1,000 a month as your allowance, aren't we? Your allowance added together with your Social Security income is quite a sum. You should be fine, right?
You may think that it's enough, but not really. It doesn't last as long as you think it would. Don't forget, given the fact that my husband passed away before me too, in order for me to live adequately and comfortably, the current allowance barely allows for that.
I heard you have your husband's estate inheritance to supplement also.
Well, yes, I do have the inheritance, but that's a separate issue. I don't really want to spend the inheritance because you never know what can happen in the future. So I want to hold on to that so that I can make sure I have some savings when I need it. If at all possible, I'd like to leave some of the inheritance to my son too.
I see. I understand what you're saying. Regardless of the situation, though, we're not going to be able to increase your monthly allowance.
Why are you saying that? Until now, my son has consistently been sending me an allowance of $2,000 a month. Plus, you both work and have double income, so you have more than enough put together, right? It doesn't make sense that you got married and 2 incomes, but then all of a sudden my monthly allowance is now less.
To be honest, budgets and spending patterns change, even more so after couples get married. Just like what you were worried about, we're also unsure of our future, so we want to have some savings to fall back on too.
What do you mean when you say that you're unsure of the future? Both you and my son work for good companies, so there shouldn't be any future problems, right?
You just really never know what the future holds for anyone, and we want to be prepared. It's just like how you said that you didn't want to spend any of your husband's inheritance. We feel the same with our money. Not only that, but we want to have as much savings as possible for when we decide to have children, whenever that may be.
I guess I can understand that, and that may be the case. But shouldn't you be worrying more about your elderly mother-in-law than yourselves? I am an elderly senior that lives all alone by herself with no support system. Don't you feel the least bit of guilt for making me live an impoverished life like this?
I feel that if you're receiving $1,000 a month, that should be more than enough for you to live comfortably. I think most people would agree. You can probably even indulge a bit from time to time if you stretch your spending ways, can't you? Not to mention, you outright own your house, so you don't have rent to pay, which is usually a large amount of someone's budget.
You don't understand. Our generation somehow ends up spending money from this and that, and it's just the way it is. You wouldn't think so, but the hospital visits do add up more quickly than you would imagine.
It's funny you mention that because I believe you have health insurance for that exact reason.
That's not the point. That doesn't matter. Why can't you just understand that it's just not enough? Tell my son to go back to sending the usual amount as before so that everything can go back to normal.
I feel that $1,000 is more than enough for your allowance to live a comfortable life in your situation. Come to think of it, maybe you should start thinking of ways to save money in order to stretch your monthly allowance like you've asked me to do.
What is your point? What are you trying to say? What part of my spending are you saying is lavish and unacceptable to you?
If you spend within your budgeted means, there shouldn't be any reason that your allowance isn't enough.
Look here, I'm talking to you because I'm concerned for your sake, and you talk to me in this manner. That's quite a bad attitude you're taking with me, don't you think? I'm just gonna say this, but the reason why I agreed to let my son marry you was because I was told you work for a big and reliable corporation. You said that the both of you would continue to work to have double income, so that's why I consented to the marriage.
Oh, is that so? I wasn't aware.
Otherwise, did you really think I would have allowed a homely woman like you to marry Kevin? As I said before, you get paid well also, so it doesn't make sense that the monthly allowance would be reduced now. I don't get it. You must be the one that's overspending that you're not able to send the usual allowance. Do you think just because you married him you can be out of control like this, spending money on whatever you want?
I should have never let my son get married to someone like you who spends money like crazy. I have to honestly say that I do not spend wastefully in the way you're accusing me. I heard you just bought a brand new dryer. Nothing was wrong with the one you had. I also happen to know for a fact that you bought a bunch of expensive outfits for yourself. That's odd. How could you possibly know about all this? Wait a second. By any chance, are you the one who's been rummaging through our garbage recently? That's not something I would normally do, but I had to resort to snooping around your garbage because you keep insisting that you don't waste money. If you don't want people to see what's in your trash, why don't you throw your garbage away more discreetly? Just so you know, we received a notice from the building management company. We were reprimanded that there's debris scattered across the place, so please stop going through our garbage. If you continue to do that, I will have no choice but to comply with the building management and to report you and let them know your identity and information. You need to be quiet. All I know is that my monthly allowance has decreased since my son married you. It's time to admit that the problem is with you and your spending and own up to it so that we can resolve it and move on. I'm sorry, but I'm busy right now. So can I get back to you and we can speak about this another time? Excuse me. How dare you? I'm speaking to you right now. You think you can just interrupt me like this and stop our discussion in the middle of a conversation? I will discuss your allowance with my husband and then get back to you at another time after we talk it through again. I see. It seems as though you've finally come to your senses and are ready to return my allowance to the original amount, right? You should remember my son will do anything I ask of him. Believe me when I say that I can even convince him to divorce you if I wanted to. Is that so? I will keep that in mind. To be clear, let me bluntly tell you where you stand. You should understand the fact that some plain girl like you was only able to get married because of me, and only me. Tracy, do you know what's going on, as I have no idea what is happening? My son just unexpectedly told me that he's gonna stop sending me my monthly allowance. Yes, I am aware of this, and that is correct. I haven't been able to get in touch with him at all. I'm sure you were the one that made all this happen. Until now, there was never a time where my son would go against me like he's doing now. Actually, he made this decision on his own. There is no way that my son would decide something like this. It's the weekend, so both of you aren't working today, right? I'm gonna head over to your house now, so wait there for me. I have to let you know that coming here isn't going to help. We're not at the place that you've known as our house since we've moved to another location. What? Did you just say you moved to a new place? Yes, we moved into a new house. Where did you move to? Do you really think I would let you know? I have no plans of telling you. We grew tired of you always intruding and hounding us for money. That's because of your overspending, right? Moving is considered overspending. Moving costs money too. You keep doing things like this, and that is why the monthly allowance gets reduced. Actually, moving to another house was calculated as a necessary expense. Just stop it. Stop it right now. A wife shouldn't squander her pay. Find a way to be more thrifty and pass the savings through to my monthly allowance. You just need to be a proper wife to earn money and do the chores around the house. If you want to continue this marriage with my son, you better find a way to pay the difference of my monthly allowance. No, I don't think so. I will not pay the difference. We are frankly telling you that we will not be sending your monthly allowance any longer. I cannot trust you to take care of my son when you, the wife, can't even manage a household budget. If you don't like what I'm saying, leave Kevin. You can tell that to Kevin directly. After all, he's in charge of the household budget since he doesn't work anymore. Oh, I forgot. You're not able to get in touch with him anymore.
Back up a second. My son isn't working.
That's right. He's not working right now. We came to a decision that he will stay at home and be a homemaker.
What are you talking about? There's no reason he would leave his job, right?
He actually quit his job right after we got married.
Why would he do such a thing? What reason would he have to quit his job?
He was actually at his wit's end and hit his limit with working for that company. He had a lot of pressure from upper management, and he also didn't get along with supervisors he was directly reporting to. The compensation might have been good, but that's not everything. It was taking a major toll on him mentally and physically.
But he took a leave of absence to take a break before. He recovered from his illness, no?
He went back to work because you were constantly hounding him. You were intrusively coming over to the house and demanding that he not leave his company. He was trying to take a mental break and you broke him down even more. He wanted to get away from you so badly that he went back to work.
Are you trying to say that this was my fault?
Come to think of it, I'm sure there's no other reason besides you. You were saying things like, if you don't work, I can't survive. How much do you think I spend putting you through school? You just got into the company, and if you quit, you won't know what to do with your life. It's so embarrassing to have a son that quits his job. You were saying things like that to make him feel down about himself, weren't you? Don't you think for someone who's already having a mental breakdown, hearing things like that would only bring him down even more, no?
In my mind, I just wanted to support him so he can continue working.
That's because you didn't want your monthly allowance to be reduced. In all honesty, it's about time you let him out of your grips. To this day, he has paid you more than enough of what would rightly be owed to you. I think he's paid you more than what he would have owed you for college tuition.
But did he really quit his job? I can't believe he would do something like that. Even when I talked to him last time, he told me he was busy and everything seemed fine. It's not normal for a stay-at-home husband not to be home at night. Are you lying to me because you don't want to send the monthly allowance to me anymore?
The reason why I didn't tell you earlier was because we were preparing for the move to the new house. Also, he wasn't home the other night because he was at cooking class. He says he wants to cook delicious food for me, so he started looking into it, found a place, and is now going to cooking classes.
He started going to cooking classes. My Kevin.
Would you care to see the picture of the meals he's been preparing for me? I've been taking pictures every day of all the food he makes me.
Oh, please, that won't be necessary. Knowing you, that's probably a made-up story anyway. You probably just Googled some pictures to lie to me. Whatever the case, that's fine. I'll make a call to his company. I'm telling you right now, if he didn't quit, you're going to divorce him.
Sure, that's fine by me. Today is a weekend, so I don't think you'll be able to reach the company.
Don't you think I know that? I will call next week on a weekday. You just wait. You should be shaking in your boots. Hello, Tracy. I'm sorry to bother you during work.
That's okay. I took a personal day today, so it's fine. I can talk. I assumed you called his company, right?
Yes, I did, and I found out that he really did resign from the company. Turns out you were telling the truth after all.
It's fine, as long as you understand where we all stand now. So, as I was saying, please go on living your life independently without bothering us. It was only a short while knowing you, but thank you for everything.
Please hold on a second. I'd like for you to listen to what I have to say.
What is it? I already told you that we won't send your monthly allowance anymore.
I'm going to tell you everything. To be honest, there's hardly anything left from my husband's inheritance.
Why am I not surprised? So you were overspending.
No, it wasn't like that.
Just so many people to see and places to go, and it just ended up like this. When you get to my age, you can't just buy these cheap things all the time, you understand, right? So just living day to day starts adding up and getting costly, and you end up spending more than I intended to.
Actually, he's already told me about that. About how you used to go on trips a few times a month and eat at expensive high-end restaurants. You even used his bonus money to buy a brand name bag. You're the one that spends recklessly. Plus, using other people's money to attain all this and to continue this lifestyle is so low.
I'm his mother, so I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I let myself think it was just thoughtful repayments from him for all the times I took care of him.
So, if that's the case, it's over now, right? I think he's repaid you well over what was deserved. Please start living within your means with your income.
I'm telling you, that's just not possible. I can't just change the lifestyle I've grown accustomed to overnight.
That's just you being selfish, don't you think so? Even though he was making good money when I first met him, he was wearing the same clothes for years. No less, he was wearing cheap retail clothes. You were making him be frugal and all this time exploiting him for money.
That's because I'm his mother. He loves me and wants to provide for me. He understands this also and sent me the money willingly.
That may have been the case in the past, but that's not quite how it is now. He has said he doesn't want to give you money for allowance anymore.
Listen, can I just speak with him? I'm willing to apologize about everything that happened till now. I agree, and I do admit I was reckless with spending at times.
He's reading these texts with me right alongside me, but he feels that an apology is not necessary. He said that as long as you never contact us again in the future, we'll all move on with our lives.
Why is it that he's not replying and that you're the one who's replying? If he's there next to you, let me just speak with him directly.
Well, he's saying that he doesn't want to speak with you, so I won't put him on.
That isn't for you to decide, now is it? You're not family, so you shouldn't get involved in our parent-child discussion.
I'm not a stranger, and he is my family. And I cannot let that family continue to get hurt and not intervene.
What are you talking about? Nobody's getting hurt. I just want to talk to him.
Just the mere act of speaking with you causes stress for him. So please do not contact me any longer also. My husband and I have already discussed it ahead of time and have relayed all that we want to say to you.
Hold on. Fine, I got it. You can continue with the lower allowance amount of $1,000. I'll somehow find a way to make that work. So, for the time being, will you stop saying things like cutting off all ties and never contacting each other?
Did you just really say the lower amount of $1,000? Do you have any idea how hard one has to work to make that kind of money? Just as I would expect, you do not feel any remorse. Don't ever contact us or come near us again.
Listen, I'm really in trouble. Please, can you please help me out? I can't continue to live on like this any longer.
You abandoned him when he needed you, and hearing this from the person who further pushed him into depression is not going to resonate with me. Plus, you're the one who said to make sure I support him. I will protect him from the very person who says that they're family but takes advantage of their own family and can't control their spending. After that, I immediately blocked my mother-in-law's phone number and haven't been in contact with her at all. I heard from my husband's relative that my mother-in-law has been living beyond her means of monthly income, and so in order to survive, she's been selling her personal belongings. I do understand that having to live within means that one has been lowered to might be difficult, but I'm sure she'll figure it out and be okay. Even if she ends up borrowing money and goes into debt, we have no intention of helping her out. After she passes away, we don't want to inherit nor be responsible for any of her debts, so we plan on taking measures to make sure we'll not be liable for any debts she leaves behind. Until now, it seemed that she used to brag about my husband's elite profession and flaunt her lavish ways of spending. But now that she's not getting the monthly allowance from us, she's become a recluse and stays at home. For someone that relishes the spotlight and loves to show off, this is probably a bitter pill for her to swallow and a good lesson in return. But still, I'm not able to forgive her for exploiting my husband and making him suffer all these years. Even in the near future, if she changes her ways for the better and becomes a different person, we still have no plan on seeing her again. After resigning from his job and not being in contact with his mother, he seems to be more positive than he was before. He still occasionally visits the hospital, but he doesn't need medication anymore, and he seems like he may want to return to work again one of these days. Next, we just need to find a company that's a good fit for him, and I'm quietly cheering him on from the sidelines to start working again. Out of all the people I've ever met, my husband is by far the most caring man I have ever met. I'm sure that a caring man like my husband has touched many hearts and made a difference in many people's lives. On the other hand, it makes me so mad to think about how there are just so many people out there that take advantage of good people. I'd like to think that if we stand united to support and lift each other up, we'd be that much stronger together. I plan to walk hand in hand with my wonderful husband and create a happy family and live a fulfilling life together. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.